you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Hey there, Splinterlands fans, it is Bulldog back with another video. We're gonna look at more of a strategy video this time. I know we've done a lot of deck building, we've talked about all the breaking news coming to Splinterlands, so many things are coming so fast, there's been a ton of those videos. It's time to get back to talking about some strategy. Today we're gonna look at what's become one of my favorite cards in Jared Scar. Now, I've always loved this card. Like, it's been a very enjoyable card with bloodlust and using there. But recently, I've expanded my use cases with Jared Scar. And I've been using it a lot more. So much so that I actually jokingly made this meme and posted on Twitter, as a lot of you have made fun of how much I spam that Desert Dragon. I love my Desert Dragon teams. Jared Scar is a 7 mana high melee damage dealing attacker. So there's a lot of similarities between the two, so I thought that was kind of appropriate. But let's go in. Let's take a look. Let's first take a look at the card, and then we'll take a look at several battles at 3 different leagues. I know I play at Diamond, but I pulled some other battles in other leagues to look at. But first, I mean, we've got Jared Scar here. Starts with Bloodlust, which the Bloodlust is so much fun. Gives you +1 speed, armor, health, attack whenever it gets a kill, and because it's got so much attack, it's got that piercing, it can pick up a lot of kills. So then has True Strike, which I feel like that True Strike is something that I've really underrated, and the True Strike allows it to play in some situations that I can't play Desert Dragon in. A lot of times when I'm playing Desert Dragon, I'm going with Kitty because it's just so slow, otherwise it misses too much. Jared Scar has that True Strike itself, doesn't need any summoner to give it to him, and then picks up piercing in level 3. That can be big because it gives you better chances to one-shot cards and get some kills. So let's dive into a few examples and take a look at some battles here. So here we'll start off at Diamond League. One use case for Jared Scar that I've always played it in a lot in the past is when melee can attack from anywhere. So whether that's Melee Mayhem, here we have Equal Opportunity. When you get those melee cards that can attack from the back line, you can throw Jared Scar in the back line and he works very, very well. Let's go ahead and play the battle and get it started here. And it's sometimes hard to put him up front because he doesn't have a lot of health, right? This is maxed out Diamond League. He's only got 6 health, so he can be kind of squishy. So when he's squishy and slow, if you put him up front, he doesn't get to attack a lot. But here you can throw him in the back line. I've added Chaos Knight to give some Inspire, so we get even more attack to start with, which increases the chance that he can pick up some Bloodlust and can go on these rampages. So there you're seeing, going through the armor, you can see just how valuable the piercing can be when some of these cards have 1 armor, and there the armor goes away. But if there's just a little bit of armor, he can just go right through it. And he is just wrecking characters, absolutely wrecking characters. And when you get battles like this, oh, it is so much fun watching that Bloodlust stack up. There aren't many things that are more enjoyable than watching a Bloodlust card take all of the kills, So okay, we'll go to a, let's see, this is Gold League, right? Gold League here. And similar thing, melee can attack from anywhere. And this shows another combination that I like to use. Jared Scar with Sacred Unicorn. That Unicorn, especially the Equal Opportunities, I really love the trample that Unicorn brings. But look at all those misses you see. Even though it's a low speed card, a lot of those other cards are missing with that flying. Jared Scar has that True Strike. How many times have you guys played somebody like Grum, for example, and he's got a chance to get a big Bloodlust hit, but he misses? So even though he's slow, that True Strike is really, really nice. And picking up a lot of kills. You didn't see the Unicorn doing much up until this point. Now you see that trample. And we'll see in some other battles. He pairs very well with Grandmaster Wraith. Which one do I have up next? Here's another Grandmaster Wraith battle. So this is a battle that, again, is a more how I kind of use Desert Dragon, where I mentioned he's kind of squishy, right? So put him up front and then put a tank in the back. We've got Shield Bear in the back with that Void Armor. That's a lot to get through. This is at Silver League, so we're dropping down. And then you've got a couple Resurrects for Shield Bear to stay alive. You've got some repairs, so even though there's no healing, you've got repairs to keep Shield Bear alive. So you're just trying to keep him alive long enough that Jared Scar can start to get some damage, or to do some damage, can stack up some kills, stack up that bloodlust, and really get going. And that's again, this is the strategy that anybody who's watched my streams has seen me run with Desert Dragon quite a bit, and I love it. I absolutely love it. There's different now with life. You've only got one sort of tank. We'll see. Will some of the newer sets bring some more taunting tanks? That's what I meant, taunting tanks. I don't know if we'll see that or not, but look at all these bloodlust. And here you see how the Void Armor is so nice, because Jared Scar kept adding one armor, right? And then that magic damage couldn't hit underneath that armor because of the Void Armor. So every time he gained some armor, another hit had to go through that. Again, just racking up bloodlust. You're gonna end up with 11 damage at Silver League. 11 damage at Silver League. That is nice. So I absolutely love it. So that's kind of how I used him in the past. This right here is an example of a use case that I have recently added, and a strategy I have absolutely loved. In some of these low mana battles, especially when I'm expecting sneak, I have loved throwing Jared Scar up front and then really just a bunch of fodder in the back. So I really like Lorna Shine as the summoner, but I'm just wanting to make sure the sneak monsters take as long as possible to get up to Jared Scar, and to give Jared Scar some time. I like throwing in Lens Master, maybe get some dodges, have that Shatter if there's any big armor card up front or something like that, and just be a little bit faster to hopefully set up Jared Scar if there's another Lorna Shine to take away that holy protection. And then you're just gonna let Jared Scar go to work. And this is something that it's hard to do with Desert Dragon. You could do it with Desert Dragon. Desert Dragon can get the trample going too, but that True Strike makes this I really like Jared Scar here better because of that True Strike. Because you don't have to, if you go up against the Pelcor Conjurer up front with the flying and the speed, a lot of times that dragon just never gets his hits in because he gets dodged too much. He's too slow. So you don't have to worry about those misses because of that True Strike. And here you're gonna see the exact same strategy again. Threw in Truth Speaker to try and get some armor up. You've got Lorna Shine providing that protection. You've got armor. Now, unfortunately, they used rust, so I was a little worried when I saw that rust. Are we gonna survive long enough? I wasn't quite sure, but you start getting those. You start getting that bloodlust, and it just goes so fast. So getting just enough damage in there to trigger some more bloodlust, and then you eventually just get to the point where you're just all these, because it's low mana, right? They've gone with a lot of lower mana cards, so there's not a lot of it is health equalizer, so they've got a little more health than normal, but still he's gotten to the point where he's doing more damage than we had starting health and just going to roll through cards. And an equalizer is pretty good too because he's not quite as squishy. Got some extra health with to help him stay alive, and then the heal with all that added health. Very, very nice. Look at all of those bloodlust. I absolutely love it. So are you guys using Jared Scar? Are you using him as much as I am? Are you taking full advantage of all the different situations where you can run him? Now, again, I'm not saying he's the best card in the game. I'm not saying that you should always run him in these situations, but this has been a very, very nice weapon for me, and I've had a very high win percent with Jared Scar lately. So it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in, checking out another video. We have 3 giveaway streams coming up this week. I hope you guys do not miss them. 3 giveaway streams, and then maybe we'll get to unveil the Darth Squirrel NFT collection and do more giveaways on top of those. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Tuesday is our first giveaway stream from Flex. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks again.